What's going on, community? This is definitely a touch grass kind of week looking at them charts. We're not going to talk charts this week. Them things are rough. So obviously if people are DCAing, this is now a good time, but for everyone else, I definitely suggest you just take a walk, enjoy the conference, look at some of the cool stuff going on in the community. They're a little rough out there. So I want to touch on a couple of things going on in Central and South America, the conference, and then the big case with Coinbase that I've highlighted a few times. I think it's a really big one. So let's start with the conference. So obviously, LL, we were the big guys on day one. Very, very happy with, getting a little spot in there, getting to highlight and make sure we get a chance to champion Maddie and all the other great contributors that we have going on in the space. Great work. Loved a lot of the speakers on the conference. Super fun. Really happy to have a role in that. And I think we'll see a lot more of this cool stuff. Can't wait to do more there. So Maddie, a lot of people did a great job, I thought, on the first day. Obviously, love seeing CC. Axis always brings the heat. Cool to see Nerd Girl out. I haven't really seen too much from her here recently, but all that stuff's really strong, so it's really, really cool to see. And then in Central and South America, so I highlighted seeing the Freedom Visas come out from El Salvador not too long ago, and that's a big deal. Not only, again, because we're seeing more adoption with them on Bitcoin, but the Freedom Visas also took USDT. Now, as I've kind of said before, not that I'm a big fan of USDT, but it's a stable coin, and it's a non-Bitcoin crypto that they're accepting. Again, another tier on adoption is a big deal. So, this is something I talked about with Maddie, highlighting that, hey, we got to keep remembering all these new markets that are popping up. So a couple other things that have moved it is obviously the new president in Argentina, a lot going on there, but he's obviously much more pro crypto than any of the the previous establishments there. That's a big deal. And then Honduras put out some more paperwork recently, again opening up opportunities for digital assets inside of that jurisdiction. So I think we're seeing that movement there. This is something similar to like we've seen in the Caribbean when it comes to some of their banking privacy laws and also their citizenship by investment. It kind of became a trend there, right? You see this in St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, Grenada. There's a lot of different programs there and some variations, zero tax. Because they're small islands, they've had to be competitive and bring in different things that would allow them to bring in investments, capital, smart people. I think we're going to start to see a bit of that kind of a renaissance there in the Central and South America. So I'm really excited. I think it's something to keep our eyes on. It's really positive. Again, we have some strong Spanish speakers in the community. This is definitely a time to make sure we're letting those guys shine. I think that the Spanish-speaking side of the world is going to be kind of a wave here. So let's pay attention. That's a lot of good news. And then on the Coinbase case, I've highlighted this a few times that I think this is probably the most important thing we have going on in crypto right now from a legal standpoint. And the term is investment contract. Now, their chief legal officer from Coinbase put this up here, and it very clearly spells out investments are not an investment contract. And this is a really big deal because this point basically pins all the enforcement or regulation by enforcement actions that we've seen from the SEC, because they just say, oh, security. Well, if they lose this ground on investment contracts, that should lighten up quite a bit. So I'm really, really bullish on that. And also John Deaton, another very, very savvy guy who's, I like to follow him to keep up with a lot of the actions that have gone around with Ripple, but his legal opinions in general. He's very pro-crypto, very balanced in how we respond to things. He's a great follow and listen. He also chimes in here as well on the same topic. I think this is extremely important. Obviously, it'll have a big impact on RH, but again, the U.S. ends up being such a linchpin for so many of these things. So this is a very, very big case that can be hard to cheer for Coinbase sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I don't think those guys are perfect, but similar to, Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple, when they were winning their case against the SEC, we want to make sure that we're championing these guys. This is a big battleground here. So overall, again, I think it's one of those times we just want to be nice, relaxed, happy about the conference, listen to some of the great speakers. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. I don't think Maddie's confirmed on whether or not we're going to have RH speak. He did tweet about it. Hopefully we'll see a little something from him on the last day. But yeah, it's been an overall solid week as far as some of the stuff. A lot of us are working on things in the background, trying to get more projects over, more adoption on PulseChain. Make sure you're following those things. Everyone can get in here and pitch in. I just mentioned this in our Telegram. Even if you can't complete a task, just move the ball forward. Try to get a point of contact, try to help out some of the other teams and projects and builders and all that kind of good stuff. It goes a long way having some of that support. Oh, also, last one. Want to shout out Jacob and the PulseBot guys. They did launch. Congratulations. We'd love to have more DeFi. We're going to be working on doing more with them to get more of their games up in the future with Fetch. So congratulations. Congratulations on their community. All kinds of cool stuff there. And guys, we're going to pull through it. Don't be too worried about the bear market. Go out, touch grass. There's more cool stuff coming. Make sure you guys are joining the conference, and we'll catch y'all next week. Be safe.